Hey Virgo, it's your girl Javy. High Priestess, and I'm gonna just take this one for you guys because you need it. But back at it again with the general tarot reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Whew. And a little interesting thing when I was channeling your energy earlier. I was taking a break and I felt the need to go ahead and roll myself a little J, have a little break, chill. And I went to my little station. We all have a station anyway. Went to my little station. There was one already rolled that I completely forgot that I had done for myself. And I think that is something that stuck out to me. Well, it's something that stuck out to me because I really feel like it's something that's going to manifest for you in your life in some way. There is something that takes place where you need help and you found out or you realize that you had already set yourself up for, you had already prepared for this in some way. You had already, you just had already set yourself up for something in some way. There is this taking care of kind of situation. And there is also, for some of you specifically, a leaning into a miscommunication in regards to the home. I actually, all right, before I get into this, astrologically speaking, first card's out, let me just say it. First card's out, Two of Wands and the Moon. But astrologically speaking for you guys, ruled by Mercury. Mercury is currently retrograde in Cancer, goes direct on the 12th of July. And when it goes direct, it's only going to really be at I think it's 7, between 5 to 10 degrees basically. And so it's still, your ruling planet is still going to be in Cancer for up until August, August 22nd or something, is when Mercury goes into Leo. And so while your ruling planet is in Cancer, it in literally a couple days, it's going to sextile Uranus, which will bring up some unexpected communication, possibly in regards to money. There may be some unexpected conversations in regards to money, unexpected opportunities. But also the Sun conjuncts Mercury right after that, a matter of hours after it. And there is just this realignment, this illumination of a direction in regards to the home, in regards to the family, in regards to the soul realm, love, nurturing that you're giving out. There are things, definitely coming up, and it's not just, but it's also about the way you communicate about those things. And there is a hard and fast lesson in regards to how you aren't to communicate about sensitive issues and issues of the home, hearth, or home and for you, Virgo, home, hearth, family, the soul realm, being ways that you're of service. There is a shift in communication in regards to those things that I feel, and also an opportunity to really look at yourself. First card out being Two of Wands. Really, Two of Wands backed by the Moon. There is a coming to light of your why. Maybe understanding or choosing which passion you're wanting to follow, which relationship you're wanting to follow. With the Two of Wands, he has the world in his hands. You have what you need, and then backed by the moon, but you may not have all the information. You may not be seeing things clearly, needing to make a decision, and this Neptune retrograde really may bring things to light, providing a lot more clarity about a decision. For some of you, there may be a Pisces or a Cancer that, or maybe even your mom that you want to travel with, that you're traveling to see, deciding to go see your mom, deciding to go travel with a new person, somebody that you may not know a lot about. But also, some of you may have a spiritual journey that presents itself to you, and really needing to understand the distinction between your spirit man, your soul, and the opinions and weight of everyone else, the weight of everyone's opinions that you care about and that you cater to. Some of you, and it may be something that you don't want to talk about. The card's being pretty reticent, not, and it's important because they want to be specific and correct, and take a deep breath. Yeah. Because there is a rebirth, an ending, a new cycle, a transformation, but also deep, darky, icky shit. Stuff that you're still getting a grasp on yourself before you go, let alone talking to other people about it. There's definitely a water sign that's around that's like really trying to get at you. Maybe a Scorpio trying to really get your attention. But you find empowerment. 7 of Wands. You find your footing. You get to higher ground. You're able to reach through this ending, through this new beginning, you're able to really find the reasons to fight for what you believe in, stand up for what you want, stand up and fight for yourself, for others, for what's right. Some of you also may have like a loss or someone, or a loss or a passing of a loved one that you are just now really coming to terms with, that you're just now really getting the lessons from. You may be getting messages from them, little signs and symbols, little things like that, that make you think of them. Like, I feel like there are those of you who have family that you deeply connected with that are definitely around you and watching you and guiding you, and that don't want you holding on to the pain or the weight of the loss anymore. There is a need for release, the Hierophant. And release is found through education, through facing whatever conflict is, not running from any conflict, facing whatever conflict is coming in, educating yourself. There's a lot of education. Relief is found through community, through groups, through understanding your traditions. Why do you do what you do? Understanding, and some of you may be dealing with really religious family members, or really judgmental family members, racist family members who just forgive them. Because it's not a matter of forgive them, forgive and forget. Educate them, have the hard conversations for sure, call people the fuck out for sure. Like, don't. I'm going to say something. And it's like, it's not something that hasn't already been made a meme on the internet, but it's just like, don't be one of those people who are all about like fucking a black boy or like being with someone of color, but like you can't stand up for another human's rights. You like are scared to call out your racist grandma. Like, and that's a real thing. I'm not underplaying that shit, but it's just like, it's 2020. Like, it's time to keep it pushing. And with Mars in Aries now, best believe there are some combative situations taking place. Some of you may have heavy Taurus placements, or are getting over a Taurus, or are empowering a Taurus through education, or there may be a mentor coming in. But also educate yourself, because Mars moving into Aries, there's a lot more aggression. There are like that's kind of like war placements. And we are kind of like, you know, at war. So that may be a thing. Anyway, but there is just like, there's conflict with tradition, conflict with structure, conflict with possibly family or friend groups, really needing to defend people, defend yourself, check yourself, educate yourself. Nine of Wands, yeah. Going from the 2 of Wands to the 7 of Wands to the 9. Like, through education, really, and through commitment. Some of you are overcoming a commitment, overcoming a marriage, overcoming an ending of a marriage, or the beginning, the fear of the beginning, you know, overcoming cold feet, overcoming judgment. But once you face it and give yourself some insight, some knowledge, some information, there are keys here that open up for you that help you take off the blindfold and really, really lean into your power. Really see that more is available to you than you thought before. From it going to the 7 to the 9 of Wands, it's like moving from an from a place of defense to being like, okay, we chill. We got this. I can see now. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. That kind of shit. I can see all the obstacles in my way. That's 9 of Wands energy, and it's like, understand that you yourself and your work ethic and your hustle can be an obstacle in your way. Educate yourself rather than push. There is gonna be this desire for speed especially when Mercury goes direct with Mars in Aries. There's gonna be a need to push, but check yourself before you wreck yourself, babe. All right, are there any other useful messages? Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Cancer season 2020. Final message. That may be it, but I just maybe want more. And that may be something. Whenever you dig for more, you find confusion. So stick to facts, stick to knowledge, stick to wisdom, stick to things that you can trust and that you can move forwards in a logical way versus moving just passionate and emotion based, moving and making educated decisions, making radical changes in the way that you speak, in the way that you communicate. When Mercury goes direct, baby, you take off. All right, let's look at these. Let's get into it. All right, Virgo, I am all about it. This bottom of the deck energy being the Knight of Swords. It's time for, not even time for, but you're already making radical changes. Please clarify the moon. Please clarify the moon. You're making radical changes, also maybe moves, leaning more into your logic, and it's an interesting time because you may be feeling right now that there is a choice that you need to be made over things that are unsure, choices whether to end something or get over it or overcome or commit to it, a decision that feels really cloudy. Some of you may be experiencing mental fog. Also, it's like call your mom, go see your mom. There may be a trip with your mom in regards to a passing of a family member or something of that nature. I apologize and send my condolences in advance to those of you that is in regards to. But there is a choice to see through the illusion, to allow rebirth or an ending, or to get over it. And getting over it is by way of education, by reaching out to group, by reaching out to family, by evaluating your traditions, by what is the status quo for you, checking into your morality. Your morality may be being questioned at some point this season. Your ethics, you know what I mean? How could you do something like that? How could you get involved with some kind of situation like that, or circumstance? There's and you taking off the blindfold, either choose to see what the reality is, or leaning into the mystery and the daydream and the fantasy, clinging to it. But let's get into it. This moon energy, please clarify the moon. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to illusions, your animal instincts. There may be some kind of internal emotional crisis that you feel. There may be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or Aries that you either are needing to get over or are finding empowerment through. So let's take a look. What is the moon? Please clarify the moon. There are just new realities also. Possible old pain resurfacing. Possibly old pain resurfacing that you can lay to rest, that's coming to an end. Please clarify the moon. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cancer season 2020. Please clarify the moon. What illusions, what things are being seen? What needs to come to light? What does Virgo need to see that they may not have all the information on? May not be able to see clearly. The world. Yeah, there's definitely a trip happening. A trip to see a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, a trip with your mom, but also what you're not seeing is the cycle that you're in. What you may not be seeing is there may be a situation, I'm going to keep clarifying, a situation with an Aquarius or a Capricorn that you're not seeing clearly. There may be and that illusion comes to an end. There is also, there is a trip or traveling that needs to take place that's coming to an illusion, or coming to light, something in regards to traveling that you need to pay more attention to, or a cycle that ends in regards to traveling, a new cycle that begins in regards to things that you travel for, or a new cycle with your a maternal figure. There, please clarify. And it's just like if it is an Aquarius or a Capricorn, that the information that's coming to light is positive, and it's something that you really need to move towards, like letting, like the clarity you need to move towards. Wow. Ten of Cups. Yeah, there is like a possible fulfillment there that you may be denying yourself, or that you may be foggy on, and clarity comes. Please clarify the Death card. What needs to end? Cancer season 2020, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. What needs to end? Please clarify the Death card. Take a deep breath, please. The denial of self, the denial of your business, the not accepting what you're worth, making sure that you that you receive the love that you want. Some of you, there may be a passing of like an earth sign, or a miscarriage or a pregnancy that gets terminated. There's some of you experience some loss that you're getting over, and that has affected your business. But what needs to end is the not recognizing the abundance that's available to you, not recognizing who you are. Some of you need to realize that also, if you have heavy Taurus or Libra placements, that like you may be fucking wrong too. You may not be acting out of like a really as holistic place as you like would love everybody to believe. And that's something that comes through. Like there is a manipulation of sorts that you are very much so capable of, and cross watchers know and are experiencing this. There is possibly a mistreatment of someone that's important, a mistreatment of self, or a mistreatment of a maternal figure, a mistreatment of a mother. But I get this it's like heavy pain in my chest. Also, like there's a healing of the heart that needs to take place. Let's see if anything else comes out. Please continue to clarify death. Some of you, if you have like, if you know a Taurus or a Taurus or Libra, or you have heavy Taurus or Libra placements, there is a checking of thyself that needs to take place. Like you may be wildin' too. You may really need to loosen up. You may really just, oh God. Yes. There is something, there's like a loop in love, that you may feel stuck. You're not seeing yourself, feeling a lot of pain, putting a lot of work in, but feeling you're not getting anywhere. And boom. There's this Mars enters Aries, and the sword of truth gets wielded in your life. You having power, insight, being able to communicate. This is also when Mercury goes direct. I feel like you get to communicate in a new way. There's new insight, new ideas that really shake up your foundation, that really, an understanding that like if something falls, like I said, there's it starts with a choice. This season starts with a big choice. You can either rebuild it based on truth, or let it go. And this may have already happened for some of you, and you may be in this place of like really like protecting and defending yourself, figuring it out. And let's clarify the Hierophant. This is the last of it. Please clarify the Hierophant. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Cancer season 2020. What do we need to educate ourselves themselves on? What can Virgo educate themselves on? What can they do to create the power that they're seeking, the morality, the ethical choice? What could, please clarify the Hierophant. There's also a lot of reading that needs to be done. Like, I'm not like fucking around when I say educating yourself, not like getting on, fucking wiki. Educating yourself about your shadow, about your darkness, about possibly another earth sign, Capricorn, Aquarius. That same educating yourself on, because this is like happy Cappy, and this is like the devil. And also like the angelic side of Aquarius and the innovative, forward, future focused side. And then actually, let me see something. Some of like maybe dealing with somebody that maybe has some kind of like mental health issues, like you're seeing their light and dark side, you're seeing their shadows, seeing their cycles, but like this, what's coming out is really, really fucking important to you. With the world being out, this is your everything. It's the world to you. Light is being shown on something that's really, really fucking important to you, and you need to educate yourself about the shadow side. Educate yourself about unconventional ways of doing things, challenging the status quo, going against the tried and true, finding a new way of doing things for yourself, being influenced by someone maybe older than you, getting also some of you maybe like just committing to something in regards to a Capricorn or an Aquarius, soon, and breaking yourself free, understanding, getting to the depths of your shadow, understanding what binds you, what keeps you back from having what you want, what holds you back from sitting on the throne that you yourself know you should be on. And it's not about like the other person. This is about going inward, really, really going inward. Bottom of the deck, once you go inward, look at that. 4 and the 4. Yep, once you go inward and you see the truth, you have the ability to have stability, celebration, fun, a good time. You just have to stop fucking around and looking at the past as opposed to looking at the divine emotional experiences that are available to you while your ruling planet is in Cancer. While Mercury is in Cancer, there is a lesson in the pain that you're not seeing, a lesson in the confusion. And it's bigger than just like, oh, I'm going to learn how to look at that. You're being divinely guided. Let me see. Yes, and investing in, some of you, it's an Aquarius. Some of you, Aquarius energy. But either way, it's coming to light. You don't have all the facts yet, so chill so you can figure out what you need to really invest in and how you need to move. You got this, baby. Mwah.